going, guys?
Welcome to Bitches in the Breakroom.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Caitlin.
And we missed you so much last week.
I know.
We missed you so much.
That's right. We had some
difficulties.
issues.
And I wish I could explain how or why.
It's all Courtney's
fault. Evidently.
It's okay.
Evidently. And I've
it was such a good episode, but wait. The only part that we have to redo. Wait, what episode was it? Okay, no, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it. It was just a really good one. And we'll come back better than ever.
You know, like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Also, currently, we're recording in the middle of a work day.
Yeah, this is a weird... What time is it? This is like a really weird time.
It's like 1 something.
Yeah, we usually record at like 10 in the morning. So.
And, like, not on days that the salon is open. There's, like, I don't know what is happening right now, but...
Oh, my God. Casey's banging on things. Blow dryers are going off. But
music is blasting.
I don't think you guys will hear anything.
I don't think so either.
But we do, and so we're going to be distracted.
I'm, like, really, like... pulling in my ADHD brain right now. Yeah.
Wow, we've never recorded at this time, so we'll see how the energy is.
Yeah, see what's up. Well, what's new with you?
Nothing.
How was your week last week?
My week last week was good.
Yeah.
Everything's a blur.
Yeah.
All the time. Couldn't tell you what I did, like, at all. I did hair this morning. Some bomb-ass hair. Yeah. 9GB, 9M, 9GI. Beautiful toner. If you guys want to try it. It's like so beautiful. So like beigey sandy.
Love.
I live for it. Yeah. What's new with you?
What's not new with me?
Courtney has just such a fun little life.
Gosh, I am in an era of life right now, you know, where people are like, oh, life's a movie, you know, like that kind of thing. Mine's like a psychological thriller at this point. I can't keep up. The latest and greatest is, you guys know, if you have been listening to the past few episodes, I've been trying to figure out what to do about the guy that I've been seeing. But he actually handled that situation for me because he was being super fucking shady over the dumbest thing ever. Like, literally the dumbest thing ever. He just wouldn't show me his Snapchat best friends list. We lost the red heart, and I was like, who took my spot? And he wouldn't show me. And I was like, okay, you're being fucking weird. Because, like, the simplest thing would just be like, here.
If you were hiding nothing, you would be like,
dude,
look.
I would make them feel really dumb about it, too. I'd be like, okay, since you care so much, like, here. But obviously, he was lying. I don't play like that, so I just packed my shit and left in a fuss. He was laughing in my face, which was really cool. I was like trying to have a conversation, but that was silly of me, I guess. Like, sorry for speaking. But
how dare you?
Yeah, and then he was like, let me know when you make it home safe, and I told him to go fuck himself, and then he blocked me. So that's that. And now I don't have to worry about, you know, what I'm going to do when he's deployed for 6 months. Like, I'm not going to worry about it at all. I'm going to kick my feet back and just keep doing me. However, I have literally zero interest in dating at all. I've completely lost.
After that shit show.
This time around, I have completely lost interest in dating, period. I don't want a man to even look at me.
No, I think lesson learned from this is you cannot ignore red flags.
I cannot trust man.
And it's so hard not to when you like someone because you bypass it. But homeboy had too many red flags. Yeah,
he had a lot of green flags too. So I just like, I'm an optimist.
Yeah,
I looked at the
get
good.
it. Everyone does that. And we, we're better for it.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to spend like the rest of eternity just like focusing on myself. And, you know, I've been hitting the gym. My nail tech told me I look skinnier, so that's really cool. You know, I'm like back on the grind, so I'm just going to keep getting hotter and hotter.
Going to the gym?
Yeah, I had to.
Why?
For health reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're doing that again.
Yeah.
Courtney will wake up at 5 in the morning and go to the gym, and I wish I could do that. And I don't know if like any other hairstylist out there can agree with me. I'm sure there are. But I know there's a lot like Court who do like work out before the date. I just cannot physically get myself to do it. I don't know why. Like, I like working out in the morning, but not that early.
I know. I think for me, it feels like if I work out after my work day, it feels like a punishment.
Yes. No, I can't do that either.
So like I just have to get it out of the way in the morning. And for what it's worth, like I did take like almost 2 months off of the gym, and I wasn't feeling my hottest. Like,
Is it hard to get back into it?
yeah,
Right.
for sure. Yeah. I consider myself grateful, and I could be delusional, but I think I see results very quickly. Like, it doesn't take long for me to like bounce back physically, like appearance wise.
Yeah.
And I kind of use that as like motivation. I'm like, okay, wait, like,
Yeah, that's your fuel.
I'm like, all right, I already see a difference in a week. Like, I should definitely keep pushing.
Yeah. When was COVID?
2020, about almost 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. It's been 4 years since I worked out. COVID ruined my life. Because I used to be such a gym junkie, like, believe it or not. Like, I used to feel guilty if I didn't go to the gym. And
It's wild too, because I guess Casey works out when you're at work. So like,
it's wild because I date like a gym junkie.
Yeah, no, he's like
I
obsessed.
have no interest in it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I know. And I got him into the gym.
That's crazy.
Casey hated the gym.
Wow.
I remember the first time I made him go, and we went to Planet Fitness, and he didn't even have workout clothes. Like, he was like, after 30 minutes, he was like, "Can we leave?" And I'm like, "I have another hour here." And then now the tables have turned where I'm like,
oh my God.
I've tried going with him, and I'm just like, don't care.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
so bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. What my therapist told me, because I went back to therapy recently, and I was telling her that, like, I have just not been myself in a while, and I was like, I want to hit the gym, but I literally can't do it. Like, I can't do it. And she was like, meet yourself where you are. Like, if it's literally just going and doing the stair climber for 15 minutes, so be it.
Start somewhere.
Just start where you're at. Like,
and
it doesn't
slowly make you feel like yourself.
Well, yeah, because like day one I went in, I didn't lift at all. Like day one, I literally just did the stairs for 30 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Sat in the sauna.
Probably better that way, like,
good
to
vibes.
warm up.
Yeah, and then progressively as the week went on, my visit to the gym went from like a 45-minute visit to like a 2-hour visit. Like, I was like, I'm back. It becomes
really
like a
fun.
playground. But I also, another reason I go in the morning is because my gym is so crowded after work.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't.
Are you going alone?
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause your
sometimes
little
Ferris
gym
goes with
buddy
me.
is
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, Ferris goes with me sometimes, but she's moving because she hates me and she wants me to die.
Yeah. I know, that's what she told me.
Yeah, and classic. Sounds right. So I've been going by myself, but I've been listening to podcast while I'm at the gym instead of music, which is kind of weird. But like, I'll be like mid set, like cracking up, and like I'm sure people look at me like I'm insane, but it just makes me feel like I have company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think podcasts were as big when I was going to the gym. So, well, yeah, no. I would listen to like really crazy trap music and like dubstep where like the beat drops and I'm just like,
yes. I do
crazy.
sometimes, but recently I don't know. It's either that or the alternative is like sad music, because it's everything in my life is just
okay, no.
Yeah, so I've been listening to a podcast.
Okay. Well,
so I'm not motivated by sadness.
Yeah, please no sad music when you work out. That sounds really
yeah
awful. I did actually, I forgot to tell you, this weekend I got a reading by Medium.
Oh my God.
I did I feel like we've talked about it on here before, how I want to do it, but I got the gift for my mom for Christmas, and then I ended up getting us both a reading.
How was it?
It was interesting. I'm very like skeptical. Like, totally. I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna have to get told something really specific for him to like win me over. And
you did get something specific?
Yes.
Wow.
Like 3 different things, very specific, and
that is wild.
It was weird.
How did you feel?
I felt normal because I didn't like in the moment. I was still like, like there's a way that he would know that. But like after, when me and my mom got off, she was like, "What the fuck?" And we were like, "Yeah, there's really no way."
Yeah.
So I'll say one of the things, because like I don't want to. The other stuff is like a little personal.
Of course, yeah.
But one of the things was my grandfather passed away, and like a long time ago, he came through, and he speaks Spanish from Puerto Rico. And he was like, "I'm okay. I'm with Johnny." That's what the medium said. And we were like, "Who the fuck is Johnny?" And me and my mom were like thinking, Johnny, who's Johnny? Well, his brother passed away 2 years ago, but his name is Juani.
Okay, yes.
And so I think Juani is the Spanish version of Johnny, but we didn't like pick up on that until like 5 minutes after, and we were like,
when I'm sure like in between it can get like misheard.
I know, yeah. So I was just like,
that's wild.
It was really weird. And then
was it emotional for you guys?
My mom was, but I was just like, because I was just like, how did the whole time I was trying to solve the puzzle where I was like, like, how does he find this out? But like,
totally,
that was specific. And then like, he said something like at the end. I was like, he was like, is there anything else you guys like wanted to get out of this? And I was like, yeah, I just thought like my grandpa would come through like more for me. And I was like, is there anything like specific? And he was like, okay, let me see. And then he was like, you know, I don't know, like writing stuff. And I was like, oh shit. And then he like started giggling and he goes, pizza. And that one gave me chills because I'm not going to like say what it is, but like no one would know what that means but my grandfather and I. So that freaked me out.
Wow.
Where I was like,
wait, that's so
my
cool.
God. Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
Aww. So, wow, wait, I want to do that so bad.
I know.
I should do that.
It wasn't even like that expensive.
Really?
I mean, I don't think for like something.
I mean, to connect with a past one, like.
But I just like, I don't know. Like, even though he said specific things, I can't wrap my head around like, how is that just like a random gift that someone has? Like,
I have thoughts on it.
You think like they research like a shit ton?
No, I mean, I have had medium experiences myself.
Like, is it just like a feeling? And then I got scared because I was like, can we only let in like nice people? Like that, I was a little scared to like open that up because like, who did I tell? I told someone here and they were like, I think Sierra. She was like not having it. I was like, it's just a cool experience. Like I know not everyone believes in it.
Well,
I don't even know if I believe in it.
You're not like summoning like the dead. You're just contacting with their energy. Like you're not like summoning them into the world. Like that's not like. Yeah. I
don't know. I was a little scared, but I still don't know if I believe it or not.
Totally.
But there are like certain things that were said where I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm like a huge believer in.
But you like stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Like the tarot cards and stuff like that.
I'm all into it.
Wait, Courtney does tarot card readings. You should do one on the podcast.
Okay.
Go get them.
Let me drive 35 minutes home, 35 minutes back, do the reading, 35 minutes back.
You should do a reading on here. I mean, you can only read me, but...
Well, I could do like a general reading for whoever is listening.
God, that would be really cool.
You know, I don't know if I told you, I got a tarot reading at the bar a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And it's kind of wild to see how it's played out since then. I was with my friend and she was pretty toasty at the bar and I just needed a sec from her. DV, if you're listening, I love you. Sorry. I just like needed a sec away. Like she was like real drunky. And there's this guy who just has all of these decks of cards. And I was like, I'm a skeptic, you know, because I can read. So like I know if someone's trying to fuck with me. I haven't had cards read for me in years. So like I was like,
he was just at the bar randomly with a deck
yeah,
of
he
cards?
was literally just like sitting at a table outside and he just had a bunch of cards out and like I was like, yeah, I could see this like going one of two ways, you know. Might as well fuck around. And he said it was like $20 or something. And I was like, I'm in. Like I'm sold. Yeah. But it was like talking about like an incoming, he was like, okay, I don't want to sound like one of those tarot readers on like your For You page or whatever. He's like, but someone from your past is coming back in. Like I'm getting like someone that you've had a romantic connection with in the past is coming back in.
Boat guy? Oh. Sorry, I'm malfunctioning.
That I'm still trying to.
Oh, and the other one. Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out, but.
Okay.
Like, basically, when he was reading it, he was saying, like, current moment. He said I was already with someone from my past. I was already talking to someone from my past, and it's a different energy that's coming in. And, like, I think I told you in, like, the weeks passing, like, so many people from my past have been hitting me up, like, a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested at all. No offense, guys. Just, you know, not into it. But so many people from my past have been hitting me up. And I'm just a little bit confused because there was prediction on his behalf of me not being with the person that I was with at the time. And like that's when it was going to like progress with whatever other person is like trying to come in. So I'm very curious right now to see if it's like,
So you don't know who the person is?
I have an idea, but I
Okay.
don't want it to be that person.
Okay.
So I'm kind
Yeah.
of just, because he like named a couple of like signs that would be relevant,
Okay,
and
okay.
they're like the main signs in this guy's chart. So I'm like, I like hope
Mhm.
it's not him, honestly, for my own sanity.
Mhm.
But we'll see, and I'll have to keep everyone updated on if this tarot reader was right. I mean, he was right about literally everything else. So
That stuff is so like, why don't people like it? Because they think it's witchy or something?
yeah, I don't know. I think people have their perceptions of the metaphysical world, and it's what I always tell people, like when I'm giving readings to people who are clearly skeptical. Like I always say, it's always going to be something that like you basically already know, and this is the
It's
confirmation
like a
of it.
sign. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I take
Yes.
those readings as, like a
Yes.
sign. Like,
Yes, like this is something that you should be focusing on. It's like you already have an idea of this, like the topic of conversation that's being had with the cards, but hearing it from someone who doesn't know you, or hearing it from someone who like has no idea that this is something that's on your mind or something you're working through or whatever, it's like that's the confirmation that like that's something you should like. I would use tarot as like a like therapeutic experience, you know, like not even as a like tell me my future. Like I don't really love a lot of future based readings because the
it just
future's
kind of
your
guides you
choice
a little bit. And
Yeah.
that's actually kind of like what the medium was like too. Like,
Yeah.
he would say stuff and it was almost like a reading but without the cards. And he was
Yes.
just like, he was like, have you been feeling like you can't move forward with your work? And like something about like being overwhelmed. And I was like,
Yeah.
actually, like the
Yes.
last month has been
Insane.
really hard on me. Like, I
Yeah.
just have felt like, I mean, you know, like it's just been like a weird,
It's been so
it's
just
it's
off.
yeah, it's been weird. And like it's
Yeah.
been freaking me out. And I've
Yeah.
been like in my head a lot about like
Yeah.
being overwhelmed and like if I'm doing the right thing with all this. And it was just weird like how he said that. And he was like,
Yes.
keep going, like I'm getting energy that you have to like power through this and like see it through. And I was just like I just need it. It's almost like
Yes.
you just need to hear
Yes.
something like that sometimes.
And I feel like, I don't know, whatever your like belief system is as far as like what's on the other side, quote unquote, you know, whatever your belief system is, I'm a huge believer in like there aren't any like coincidences and there aren't any accidents. Like that's just kind of a thing for me. I don't think there's coincidences. So if I hear something like that, I'm like, yeah, that's not like clearly I need to like focus in on it. It's like in my perception, it's whatever is on the other side is, you know, like reminding me of something important. So I don't know. I like it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a reading.
Okay, I'll bring some cards next time.
Oh my god.
We'll just
It's
do like a
been
little
while.
general, a reading for the general. I feel like the vibe's been kind of, I think in the Harrow world, the vibe has been weird this year.
In what
I
ways?
don't think it's just us. I just think like it's partially our economy and whatever, but I just feel like there's a lot of like tension in the industry right now.
Yeah, and I also feel like the hair world is, I don't know, I feel like for so long social media was like a driving force. Like it blew up and like people were like, you gotta post this and like this is trending this. And I've been feeling like this for a while, but I don't feel like anything is really trending.
No.
And I feel like social media in the hair world is almost like dead because people are trying to keep up so much.
Yes.
And it's for me, it has sucked the fucking fun out of social media for me, where I'm just like, it just feels like work.
Yes.
And like I miss when I like would get excited to get done with hair and take a photo because like I knew that photo was gonna like blow up. But now I'm like I have to think of different ways to like keep people engaged, and it like sucks.
Like
the
everything
fucking
has
fun
to
out of
be
it.
educational, or everything
Yes,
has
like, why
to like.
does everything have to be like
Why
a
can't it
lesson
just?
or
Yeah. No,
and
it's
just
agree.
like the stupidest shit sometimes.
I
Like
agree.
that I see that I'm just like, why is that getting so much attention?
Yes.
It's just like, I don't know. I feel like social media for hairstylists has just sucked the fun out of doing hair.
Yes.
I get
that.
You know?
I get that. I mean, literally, sorry about it, but like all last week and a good amount of the week before, I just have not been taking any content at all with hair. And I'm still loving what I'm doing with my clients. I'm doing great hair. I'm, having a good time. I'm just not in the mood right now. Like I'm gonna get inspired again soon. But it's like I even did my sister's hair last week and I didn't take a lick of content. Like,
and I think that's the thing too. Yeah, like I think for so long social media was inspiring hairstylists, and I don't think it is anymore. And I feel like maybe that's why it feels a little blah because I went almost the whole month of January without taking anything.
Yes.
Like I would post, but it was old shit because I was just like, it's too much fucking work.
Yeah.
It's so much work.
I'm not into it.
And it like sucks the creativity out of me where I'm just like, instead of me doing something that I want to do, which I still can do,
right?
I just feel like I have to keep up or else like I'm going to get 2 likes on something.
No, I get that.
I don't know. It's so
frustrating.
Weird.
Yeah. Vibes off.
What the fuck
Soft kilter.
Up? Yeah.
Clean up your vibe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can we all just collectively agree as hairstylists to just like chill out with this social media stuff? Like, can we just be a little more chill? Make hair Instagram casual again.
I know.
Make it casual. You know what? I'm going to start it. I'm going to make it casual AF.
Yeah, I just miss, like, I don't know, like, reels are fun and entertaining to watch, but I just miss posting a fucking photo and that being
yes,
enough. Like,
unpopular opinion. I wish reels would go. Sorry, I'm going to say it. I think let's keep TikTok on TikTok and let's keep Instagram on Instagram. Yeah. That's just my thoughts on it. I feel like reels are just like, it's too much. It's too much. I don't want... I hate when I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed. This has actually been getting under my skin. What? When I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed and the pictures have sound. There's videos. The stories have... It's like everything is like so stimulating. And I'm like, why can't I just... You know what I've been doing on my free time? I've been scrolling through Pinterest. Because it takes the social out of social media. Like it's just media and I'm loving it. I've been really into Pinterest recently. Yeah. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking to scroll through some shit. I don't want a video every 2 seconds. I don't want GIFs every 2 seconds. I don't want photos with audio. It's killing me. Yeah. I've had enough.
I just like feel never entertained either. Yeah. It's so bad.
Yes.
Even on TikTok, I'll scroll and I'm like, I'm sick of this. Like I can't even
literally
like
I can't even enjoy
anymore.
It. I'm
like, does this mean we're getting older or?
No, I just think our brains are hitting a fucking breaking point. Like we're not meant to have this much knowledge. I really believe that. Like I don't think we're meant to.
Too smart.
No, literally. Like I'm like, there are too many things in my brain. It's like if I
know too much.
If I have an ailment in my body, I have way too much access to know like how many things could possibly be wrong with me. I know. That's not healthy for me. Like the fact that I just ended things with the guy that I've been seeing this week, my entire For You page, how to make an avoidant obsessed with you, how to get him back. Like, I'm like, get off of my For You page. Like, get off of my For You page.
It's crazy how it will customize it so perfectly.
It's just heard my conversations about the situation, and it's like, oh, yeah, like, let's hit her weak spot. Like, no, just let me heal in silence. Like, you don't have to remind me at all, actually. Like, it's already living in my brain rent free. You don't have to remind me every 2 scrolls. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, social media is wild.
Pissing me off. Anyways.
It's so crazy. Wow, I feel like I needed that little rant.
Yeah, I feel...
It's been driving me crazy. I just feel like it's so much to keep up with. And I feel like there's always that pressure with hairstylists. Like, it's not enough to just be a hairstylist. And I hate that fucking feeling. I hate it so much. I get so irritated when everyone's like, why don't you teach classes? Why don't you educate? I'm just like, because I don't want to. Like, I'm doing hair because I like doing hair, and I own a salon because I love owning a business.
Yes.
And that is enough. Yeah. Like, why do I have to fucking... Everyone's like, you should go travel. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to travel state to state and teach classes. Like, that's not for me. Yeah. Like, that's not where my passion lies.
But it's also... Everyone is already doing that. Like,
I know.
You don't have to... I swear, literally, this is another pet peeve. It's not even really a pet peeve because do you. Like, do whatever makes you happy as a career goal, whatever. But I'll see one stylist post, like, exciting news coming, and then the next week, bam, 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 another one's doing it, another one's doing it, another one's doing it. Our podcast even, and this is not to be shady, but it's like, we post a podcast, weeks after, hair podcast, hair podcast, hair podcast. It's just like, there's one thing, and then it turns into, like, everyone doing it, and like that's what social media is. That's how it is with buying products, you know, like everyone buys the same fucking hair products now. Everyone buys the same clothes now. Everyone like, you know, we're just slowly becoming sheep. And it's driving me crazy.
No, that's so true.
It's hard to be like unique anymore because like I get scared too, which sounds so dumb, but like when I post the content that I do on like my hair TikTok, you know, like just like kind of me like shit talking while there's like a video of me foiling in the background, whatever. I'm like, wow, like this is gonna become something that like if this does go well and I do get the attraction that I want, it's no longer gonna be something that I'm doing. It's gonna be something that XYZ
and then it feels
are
like
also
almost
doing.
competitive, and
Yes,
like you have to keep up.
Yeah.
Or you get imposter syndrome because then like you see someone else doing it and it's really picking up, and you're just like, oh, like when is it ever just enough? I don't know. I just feel like I've been in that like era in my life where I'm just like, I'm enjoying my life and I don't want to have to keep up or do more. Why can I just be this?
Just enjoy where I'm at.
And enjoy it and have like a social life and like have a life and like just live life.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think I had such a hustle mentality when I first started doing hair, and like I'm still super motivated, don't get me wrong, and I'm always looking for ways to be better, but I just don't have it in me to like keep finding new shit to like one up myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to one up myself anymore.
I know.
I'm good. I'm
I get
doing
it.
what I'm doing.
I get it. It's totally like a brainwash too. It's like we don't actually have to. Like we literally don't have to at all. Like you can actually do whatever you want.
I know. But social media makes you feel like you got to keep up with everyone else around you.
It's exhausting.
So yeah, I don't know. Fuck social media. But like I also love social media, so I can't even like talk too much shit on it.
I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna keep my social media real casual. I don't care. My new goal recently has been to, and I talked with my therapist about it too, I'm gonna try scrolling less and just posting more. Like I don't want the inspiration of other posts. Like I just wanna post because I like making content and it's fun for me. And scroll less.
Yeah, not compare so much. Yeah, because it'll get to you.
I just need to go back to my roots of just like watching TV and not like scrolling through TikTok for hours.
Netflix shows.
Oh, Love is Blind, man.
And The Bachelor.
I'm gonna go on Love is Blind.
Bachelor.
Okay,
I just are?
No, I don't. I've never watched it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I've never watched The Bachelor.
No, I know, but you just said I'm going on Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah. I was like, maybe I'll go on Love is Blind and say that I look like Sydney Sweeney through the wall.
God. That was so wild.
No, because, like, it just sucks for her because I can see some character, some traits about her that, like, could resemble Megan Fox. Like, I could see some traits. Like,
what? She has blue eyes.
Her eyes and, like, her nose shape, like the shape of her nose and eyes and like the height of her forehead, like literally from like bridge of her nose up, I could see it. But I just think that's a really like that is a tough,
bold thing to say.
That's a tough celebrity lookalike to follow up on.
If you guys don't watch Love is Blind, there's a girl on there who did like so they're in pods. I feel like everyone knows, but the way that she went in and goes, "Do you have a celebrity lookalike?" And it was like, why are you starting this conversation?
Like, why are you already
just want to say that?
You just want
you
want
him
to
think
of
his lookalike.
Yes.
And she goes, "No." He didn't even ask. She goes, "No." Well, everyone, I have one. Like people say I look like MGK's wife.
I'm sorry, like you're more likely to know MGK than Megan Fox. Like, shut up.
I know.
Like, you know who Megan Fox is.
That was just such a wild move on her part to like.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's like the reason he went with her. Like,
that's just so that's
you
like
plant that seed.
Like, I got told that I look like a Kardashian,
right?
And then he sees me, he's like fuck. Oh, I have dark hair and dark like
yes.
That is so
like
crazy.
I have blue eyes and big boobs, so I look exactly like Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, it's just so I don't know. That was I know she regrets it.
I know she literally posted a TikTok and was like, "Now would be like a really good time for the people who have said I look like Megan Fox to come forward." Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad. She's literally getting dragged by the internet. Like, it's bad.
Well, and it's like just the comparison photos because when you see it side by side, I mean, there's not like
it's tough. That's tough.
But if
Yeah.
you're not watching Love Is Blind, watch Love Is Blind.
Yeah, the new episodes, when we're recording right now, the new episodes are coming out tomorrow. So I'm excited.
And The Bachelor. I love The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on Hulu and watch it. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This is like
I'll try.
one of the best seasons.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Don't lie
It'll
to
keep
me.
me.
Do it.
Hey, it'll keep me from scrolling, so it's all good.
Okay.
And
do
a
it.
lot of clients have told me to watch it.
Okay, speaking of
clients, I thought it would be fun just to share a few stories that like we've heard behind the chair, just like things that clients have told us. Obviously remaining completely anonymous because there are things that you tell your stylist that are, trusted information. So there will literally be zero
name
dropping or even like what you do for a living. It's all anonymous.
Yeah, Courtney was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be such a like good podcast subject," and I am blanking so hard. I don't know. I have one story that I can think of, and I know that my clients have told me so many crazy stories. So Courtney will be sharing a lot of hers. I have one.
I only have a few that like I feel were like jaw dropping enough that have resonated with me long enough to share.
But like the fact that you've been doing hair for 1 year and have all these stories, and I've been doing hair for 6, and I'm just like,
yeah, but my clients like they love to tell me some crazy shit.
I mean, mine do. Well, I think I do want to start asking my clients like, tell me something crazy, like tell me a crazy story.
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so share yours, and whenever you need a break, I'll tell you my one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This one, it might give like a implication of like what this person does for a living, but it doesn't really matter. But my client told me that there was a patient who was like basically on his deathbed. Like I don't know if it would be considered the like ICU, like I don't know what, but like he was not good. It was like a very old man, not doing well. His family came to visit him and, kind of.
This is sad. Am I gonna cry?
No.
Okay.
They came to like kind of say goodbyes, whatever. And his wife was like looking at her kids, like, you guys go ahead. I just want to like spend some time with him, like whatever. And my client goes in like 15 minutes later, like to just, check in, see how things are going. And this woman is butt naked in this man's hospital bed trying to give him
Wait, what? She was
trying to like seduce him back to life, basically, like trying to like use her like feminine powers to bring him back. She was like,
just like,
he was like barely conscious, and she like, my client was like, okay, like we gotta get you out of here, like he needs.
That feels illegal, even though it's his wife.
I know.
Like he's not.
And like she couldn't get her out. Like she's literally like, Mama's boobs are hanging out. Like she couldn't do anything about it. She had to call her kids.
What did she say?
She had to call her kids, and her kids had to come get her out because she wouldn't.
Oh,
she wouldn't get out.
Her last ditch effort.
I know. But like I thought that was great.
That.
I know. She told me that. I was like, no way. Like
what do you do when you walk in and you're just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll give you guys your
like
moment. But then it's like this man is not even
like he's barely conscious.
Like oh my god.
She's like trying to like get him.
Oh,
sorry.
It's
really sad. Honestly,
maybe that was his like his death wish.
Yeah.
He was like, when I'm going out,
try to get me
give
going.
Me a boner, and I want to go out feeling that euphoric feeling.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, good on Mama because
Mama does not play.
She does not play. Like I respect the confidence.
Hey, she was.
I respect the move.
She was abiding by his wishes. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This one is like less of a story and just more of something that I was like, what? That my client told me. But I had a client who was in the military, and her husband, I was like, oh, like she was about to get deployed, but she had been deployed for like a year before that. And she was like talking about like her husband. I was like, oh, like how long have you guys been married? Whatever. She was like 2 years.
He was in the military, or she
yeah,
was?
They both were.
Okay.
They were both in the military. And she said that they had been married for 2 years, but have only actually been in the same location for like 3 months. Like literally they had spent their entire first year straight of marriage on completely other ends of the ocean, like completely other countries, completely different time
Okay.
zones. That was just a huge like
Oh,
to
that
me.
was the
Like,
climax?
that's it. Like that. It wasn't
Okay,
like a
I was
story.
like,
I was just like,
that is crazy.
I can't
My
imagine.
client that I just had, her and her fiance have been together for 5 years, and they've been long distance the whole time. Shocker. Crazy. That's my crazy story.
Well, that's okay. The one that I just said wasn't like a crazy story, you know?
But that is kind of like a crazy situation.
Uh-huh.
Like, you go in, like, getting married with someone, but you've never lived with them.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you know, you know.
I hear it.
Could
I
you
hear
do
it.
that?
What?
Could you do that?
No.
Like, get, like, married to someone without living with them?
Mm-mm. No, I would need to know that we're compatible, like, living partners.
Even if, like, you guys are long distance and stay, like on the weekends together?
We can wait to get married.
Okay.
I had a client who she's been married for however many years. I don't know. She has 2 kids, like that cookie cutter family life, right? Mm-hmm. She was going on a girls' trip with her like best friend, and she knew that her ex-boyfriend was like living at the place that she was going to. But like she didn't say anything about it, but I guess they're Facebook friends.
Sounds like trouble.
So she posted like girls trip, whatever, with her friend at said location. And coincidentally, the bar that she was at with her best friend, her ex-boyfriend happened to be there.
She knew.
I'm saying, right? Like I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's crazy. So they ended up like hanging out, like, I mean, as a group, but like hanging out for like a while. And I was like, well, what has he been up to? And she was like, crazy enough, like the same year I got married, he got married. The same year I had my first kid, he had his first kid.
Okay,
the
but
same
their
year
Facebook
I had
friends, they know that.
right.
Okay.
I don't know, but I guess they just like made all these connections. Like the same exact things have been happening for them whole time, whatever. Like they're hanging out till like really late. His kids and wife were coincidentally out of town the weekend. I don't know, but she said she didn't do anything, and they went their respective ways. But he has continued messaging her on Facebook.
So she didn't go over to his house.
No, but I was like, does that like make you feel any kind of way about your marriage? You know, like does that like spark any doubt? Like I don't know. She was like, no, like I don't think so. Like I don't know, but for me, and I'm a little bit toxic in relationships, but I would be like, damn, that's too many synchronicities with my ex-boyfriend. You know,
like, I'm gonna get a divorce.
No, like literally, like I would be like, yeah, this is feeling like the right thing to do. Yeah, but I just thought that was wild. Like he's still messaging her on Facebook to this day. It's just crazy to think like you get to a point like, you know, I'm so far away as far as I can see from like the marriage family thing, you know, like that's like not in the foreseeable future for me, but just wild to think about like, you know, there being a day that like you're fully married with an entire family and somehow your toxic ex-boyfriend from college still sprinkles in. Like that's just crazy.
A person though when that happens, and I feel like I mean it's normal to be curious. You just
absolutely
can't act on it, but
totally. Well, and I'm not dogging her. Like I was like, no, I would see it through as well.
No,
you know?
I know. I'm just saying like I think I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. That's sticky though.
I know, right? Because it's like, would you tell your husband? Like,
yeah,
that's because like even if you did nothing wrong, it's like, would you tell him? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like
sounds like unnecessary drama.
Totally.
I don't know.
Totally.
That's tough.
This story is a little wild.
Okay, yes.
This story is kind of crazy.
Okay.
So my client was telling me about these girls that she's friends with. They're not like super close, but she knows of them. And like the 2 girls that this story is about are like best friends, like my Riley, like your Becca, kind of vibe, right? Like super, like you've been friends since you were super young, that kind of thing. And one of the 2 best friends is married, and the other one is engaged. There was a weekend that one of the girls was like out on a trip, and then one of the girls' husbands was on a trip, unrelated, completely different trips.
So both of their people were out of town.
Yes.
Okay.
But the other girl and the fiance of her best friend were caught on the ring cam making out with each other. Like, imagine your best friend, you leave town and your best friend is making out with your man on the fucking ring camera. And get this, the girl who was out of town saw it on the ring camera and still married him. But they're not friends anymore, the girls. Like,
I was live in action. Like, was she like, hello, I'm seeing this? Or
I don't know if she saw it in that moment or like if she saw it when she got back, kind of thing. But yeah, in my opinion, the girl and the guy are both fucked for it. Like,
oh yeah,
I wouldn't be like, let me choose my man and like,
no, I hate
fuck that girl. Like, fuck both y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck both of y'all. I don't care how much history I have with both of you. You're both betraying my trust.
Oh my
Isn't that insane?
God. That is
I can't even imagine. Yeah.
There's no way you could ever trust him again.
No.
And like your friends are who you want to trust your guy around the most. Like,
absolutely.
I love when Casey is like hanging out with my friends.
Totally.
Like,
you should never have to
like,
question that.
Yeah, that is
ever.
And now she's going to like forever.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that
isn't that horrible?
Sucks.
I was literally sitting there like, oh,
I wouldn't be able to get past it.
No
I would
way.
want to. I'm sure. Like, it's so much easier to like stay than it is to leave, but I
couldn't get past
like
that.
Torture.
I mean, that's like literally the worst possible person
and it makes you think
for that
like,
to happen with.
Has it happened before?
Right.
And that was the first time they got caught. This is kind of like the Vanderpump thing.
I don't watch that, but everyone's been telling me about that.
Either, but like that's kind of what happened. Like the best friend and the guy were like sleeping together, and the guy.
I just don't get that at all. First of all, me and my best friends don't even have the same type.
I mean, you're a shitty friend.
You're not a good friend at all.
You're a shitty fiance, partner, whatever. But like, you are a shitty fucking friend.
Like, you should do better. You should do better for your friends.
I would love to know how that entire confrontation went.
Right.
Like, how do you even bring that up? Are you just like so
right?
Like, do you do it with both of them in the room? And I would do it with no warning. I would just be like, oh my God, let's hang out. And then be like,
let's do a dinner.
Oh my
And then
God.
poison both of their drink. No.
God.
Yeah, isn't that gut wrenching?
Yeah, that's fucked
That
up.
was horrible. I'm glad it didn't happen to my client, but
yeah,
I got the information.
There
yeah.
to, like, watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, your clients are so juicy.
I know, right? This one, I had a client who had to reschedule an appointment, and like I don't really notice half the time when like a client reschedule, you know, like they're in my books. So like I don't really notice it if they reschedule it like a few weeks or whatever. But she comes into my chair. She's like, I'm sorry, I had to reschedule my appointment. Like, I got into some legal shit. I was like, whoa, like, what do you mean you got into some legal shit? Like, what do you mean? And she was like, I beat up my ex-boyfriend. And I was like, you beat him up? She was like, yes. I was like, why? They had a really toxic relationship, and I guess at some point in they broke up. She started dating someone else, and I guess her ex-boyfriend didn't like that, you know, because that's how younger guys are when someone leaves. But they broke up. He was pissed off about it, and so to try and get back at my client, he tries making like following her like 13 or 14-year-old sister on Instagram, and like DMs her like younger sister some like flirty. Yeah. So she's like already on the lookout for this fucker. Like, how fucking dare you? Like, that's disgusting.
And did the sister tell like right away, like, your guy's
like
being
he's
weird?
said some weird shit?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess one of her friends was like, yo, your ex-boyfriend is at blah blah blah, and she's like, bet. And she literally pulls up to the place that her ex-boyfriend is at, drags him out of the car, and fucking beats him up. Yeah.
Alyson believed this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it. Oh my God, she's ruthless.
She's crazy, and it's so funny because she's such a like pretty like small girl, you know, like I just would never expect, but like she will throw down, like she will not take shit. Like, she is so funny. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, she was literally, and I'm also like, the fact that like I get it, like she, you know, laid hands on him or whatever, but like, what about him? Like, he was literally trying to make moves on like a child.
Gross.
If someone was trying to make moves on one of your younger sisters, like, what would you do?
I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I would literally like, go crazy.
Right?
It's so much more sensitive when it's like your younger sibling.
Yes.
Like, it just hits different.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, disgusting.
Ew.
Literally so gross. I'm like, that's such a like interesting choice on his part as like a revenge thing. Like,
Yeah.
what an interesting route to go of all of the ways you could
really
choose
weird
revenge.
and creepy.
You're choosing like literally the most disgusting way possible. Like, that just makes you look really like that's not gonna make her jealous. Like, that's gonna make her think you're the most disgusting human alive.
Yeah, he was just trying to get a reaction.
Yes, evidently.
He got his ass beat.
Yes. I have one last story.
Oh my God. Okay.
But this one is not so much of like a full blown story.
Okay.
It's just like a crazy like what that my client told me one time. But
okay.
Her and her husband went to house sit for one of their friends, and it was like a friend of hers that she's already kind of been like not a huge fan of. Like, I don't know, she's like, something's off about this bitch. And like this client of mine, she's so funny. Like, she's just one of those like, man, fuck that kind of people, you know. She's just very outspoken with things. But they're going to house sit for one of their friends, and they're like sitting down on the couch like looking for a remote or something. Like, I don't know, they're like staying with the dogs or something. So like they're looking in the couch for the remote and feel like a plastic bag, and they like lift it up, and it's like a huge bag of like drugs, like like hard drugs. And they lift up the couch cushion, and like all underneath this couch cushion is like bags on bags on bags of like really hard drugs. And she's like, well, no wonder this bitch is so weird.
Wow.
Like, no wonder she's so weird. But also, like, you have dogs in the house and you're just keeping them in your couch cushion.
People who do drugs, though,
that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. Like that.
But that was another random thing. Like, it was like all different kinds too. It
Did
was
she
like
say anything, or no? Just act like she didn't find it, and they're just not like friends. Like,
I don't think she said anything. I think she was just like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable hanging out anymore. Yeah.
Like, noted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All your clients sound the same. Like, they're just one person.
Yeah. I got a type.
I think so. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Well, I don't have a lot of stories. My clients are kind of like me. They're just so like chill and like nothing. Totally. I don't have anything really.
I also just think I have one of those personalities that people just tell me shit. You know, like stranger. Like, I'm the type that like
I'm gonna start
people
asking.
will stop me in a Target.
That's gonna be one of my questions now. Like, my go-tos. I'm gonna be like, so tell me a crazy
anything
story.
juicy happened recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I say how's life, but that's such a like, oh yeah, all good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna like be like, look me in the eye.
Yeah.
And tell me.
Well,
something.
I also think I experience such crazy things that like I'll be like,
yeah, you have
touching on mine.
People, like,
so then they're like, oh, get this. You know, like they like one up my stories, right?
And then my clients are like, this is boring, bitch.
No.
I'm just like, you know, I'm just married now.
Just go home and cuddle with the dogs.
Oh, okay. If you're my client, you're listening to this, tell me something juicy. Talk about it on this podcast. Yeah. And I feel like if anyone listening has like a crazy story, please call in.
Totally.
It's anonymous, or if you don't want it to be anonymous, you can put your name. Call in and tell us your story, because I think that would be really like a fun episode to hear crazy stories and react.
Yes.
Kind of like that Reddit page, Am I the Asshole?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. Okay, that's a good episode.
Down. Yeah, okay. I love that.
Wow. Well, I'm going to just let us end on that, because I don't like my story now.
Okay.
It's just like, you're going to be like, okay.
It came in too hot.
Yeah. Yours I should have went first, because all yours are so good. So it's okay. Next time, that's going to be my goal this week. I'm going to get some crazy stories
juice
and redeem myself.
It is one of my favorite things about what like we do.
Yeah.
I like connecting with other people. I like hearing other people's stories.
I do too, but I just are never crazy like
totally that. Well, it's also like these specific clients just also are like, they're my really like silly clients. Like they would that kind of thing would
silly
happen.
Clients show out for me.
Yeah, but
okay, well,
it's cool. It's like reality TV, but I don't have to have any part of it.
Oh my God,
you know, it's nice.
Whatever.
Yeah, let us know, guys. So I would love to hear if you're a stylist listening and you've heard crazy stories. Please share.
Yes.
If you're a client listening and you have something crazy to share, please do. Like, we're so into it.
Yeah, I'm really into it. Wow.
Who needs reality TV when you've got hair stories?
I know. I think that's why I'm like so sucked into all my reality TV shows that when I come here, I'm just like a zombie.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, yes. Please share your stories. We love to hear. And I think that's a wrap.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Bitches in the Break Room.
Oh,
Go ahead.
follow me on Caitlin Cavan Hair.
I'm Courtney Cab Hair. And
Did you list all the things already?
yeah.
Okay, I'm getting to Lulu. We love you.
Love you so much,
Bye.
bitches. Mwah.